Hey guys, welcome back. I just wanted to do a video here of Albert Pujols, and I really like him a lot. He's one of my favorite players in the MLB for many years. He's just a great player, and I'm just going to show you his swing and talk over his swing as we're watching it. One thing I want to bring to your attention here is that he's right here at toe touch, and he's going to start getting down to heel plant and start rotating his hips. As he does this, I want you to see how well he's connected to the deltoid area, as his bat will not cast off his back, and he will just stay there, and he's going to have this great connection between his forearm and his chest, and he's going to have the deltoid area of the bat on top of the deltoid area near his deltoid as he's rotating. Another thing that you're going to notice here, that as he starts to swing, and it's hard to tell from this angle, but the bat is actually going in an orbit. It's rotating. He's not bringing the knob to the ball. He's just rotating around an axis right now, because he's gotten now to heel plant where his head's not moving and his bat is moving. As he's doing this, his bat now is going to loop down into the strike zone immediately, okay? And as he starts to do this, he's going to be transferring his weight off his back foot, where you're going to notice in a few seconds here that his foot is literally going to be off the ground, and you're going to see this. It's really cool to watch this, because Albert Pujols does this so well. He literally gets his foot off the ground. Notice this right now. Look at his foot. It's off the ground, and he gets to the point of contact, and he stays directly behind the ball. And the reason I bring this to your attention is because it's very important for players to get what I call on one axis, getting to the front side. And you get to the front side by knowing how to transfer your weight correctly. And if you're not doing this, there's a few drills that I do with my players to help them to do this, but it's very crucial that you learn how to do this, whether you're a male or female, in order to, first of all, to get the proper weight transfer so that you can hit off-speed pitches, and secondly, also just as important, so you can hit the ball with your full body, with all your power, your lower body, your hips, your upper body. And if you're not transferring your weight, if you're not getting off the backside, you're going to end up getting stuck, which means you're going to use more of your upper body to hit the ball in many cases. Can you be successful hitting the ball staying back? Yeah, to some degree, but you're going to be even more successful if you end up applying the mechanics that Albert's doing here, okay? Another thing now, as he starts to swing, I wanted you to pay attention to his back foot. So let's pay attention to a couple other things that he's doing here as he's swinging, okay? Again, the reason that you want to get your back foot off the ground is by doing so, it allows you to stay behind the ball a lot longer, okay? So meaning that when you're getting your foot off the back, okay, now watch, because he's doing this, it allows the bat to stay at a 90-degree angle behind the ball for a long period of time. Look at that. And that's because his back foot is transferring to the front side. Well, it's not really his back foot, because he's allowing his back foot to be released, so his hip, his right hip area, is now being able to face the pitcher, okay? And what happens when you don't do that, and when you get stuck, your back foot and your knee and your leg, your right leg, if you're a right-hander, is going to end up just staying back, and you're going to end up using your arms a lot, all right? So anyway, if you're not releasing that back foot like Albert's doing here, you're not going to be able to get to a really good point of contact. You're going to end up depriving yourself of power. You're going to be depriving yourself of the opportunity to hit off-speed pitches, okay? So this is something that is very important, and I hope that you have an instructor that can help you and teach you how to do that. Another thing that allows you to, by releasing the back foot, is to get to a great, real nice extension. Okay, and you're going to look at Albert here as he starts to swing. After he hit the ball, he's just unleashing that bat, because he's braced up against a front leg, meaning he's now completely on the front side here, okay? And by that, because he has released this back foot, he's now in this beautiful one-axis swing here, where everything is right here on the front side. And if he would have not released the back foot and it would have been back here, he would have had this kind of a look going on where it was like it would not have this kind of a real nice kind of a flow to his swing. It would look very awkward and a lot different. His arms would be casting out more. His wrist would be probably flipping right here, trying to catch up to a pitch. So anyway, as we start to finish a swing here, one thing that I feel that will help you as a player, and I'd like for you to try this on your own when you can, and it's Albert Pujols. I'd say Josh Hamilton and Miguel Cabrera do this probably better than anybody in the MLB. Watch his hands as he gets to the extension. You're going to see that his right hand will not ever cross his left hand. Okay, and he holds onto the bat for a long period of time with both arms being fully extended. At this part of the swing, I see many players, even in the MLB, where they already at this time start collapsing the left arm, and they start to already bend the wrist, and they start flicking the wrist. And what this does, it does not allow you to swing freely through the pitch with maximum bat speed, okay? And that's the goal here in the MLB for these guys, not only to have great mechanics, but to swing as hard as they can, as smooth as they can, to have the most power possible, okay? And again, I want you to notice this, that while he's swinging, he is not letting the right hand roll over the left hand, okay? He's not going to allow it to roll over throughout the swing at all. And again, Josh Hamilton does this. Miguel Cabrera does this. A lot of other top echelon players do this, okay? And the reason they do it is not because it looks good, and it does look good to me, but there's more of a mechanical purpose to it. And I want you guys to see that he never lets the right hand cross over the left hand, okay? So anyway, I hope you learned something here. Try this while you're swinging. Try to swing where this is providing you transfer your weight to the front side, okay? Try to swing like what Albert's doing here. Try to stay connected, okay? Try to get the weight, everything to the front side. And you're going to see that if you do this correctly, that you're going to hit the ball with so much more power. You're going to stay behind the ball much longer. You're going to have a beautiful point of contact like Albert has right here, where the bat stays behind the ball for a long period of time. You're going to get that back foot off the ground. You're going to have this great extension. You're not going to let the right hand roll over the left hand, and you're going to have this beautiful orbit and hit the ball the way the MLB players hit it. Anyway, thank you for listening. I hope you learned something, and please come back again.